Radiant team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Feeling those icy tendrils? Dire team's turn to ban. Radiant team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Don't freeze up. Reserve time. Let's pause. I'm sure they'll be back. Great, they're back.
This match, Execration facing off against Faceless. I'll ask you right now then, predictions before the draft, who's gonna win? I'm gonna go Faceless. Pretty. We'll talk a little bit about what this.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick.
Lost the game too. That's what happened. Stuck up on last pick me. been into a Winter Wyvern. The game was looking rough for them.
10 seconds
They
remaining.
managed to pull through, and that's what experience does.
In case you guys didn't happen to catch that game, it was a really cool one. They
Radiant
ended up
team's turn to pick.
picking the Meepo mid first, and then after he got his level 3, they moved him into and they stuck T-hit on a silencer. So they had like this sort of position 2.5 Meepo and a 2.5 silencer, and it was very awkward, but it was cool, and it almost won them the game. But this one's going to be looking different. Magnus.
5 seconds remaining.
The Dota 1 combination. But I don't know if we're going to see...
You're using up your reserve time.
The old combination was Link RP and then Link Requiem. I don't think we're going to see that. Still, a really strong combination. You don't really have to be on top of the RP. You can let them back in.
Sort of feels
Dire
as
team's
if
turn to
the
pick.
Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger, Shadow Fiend builds have dropped away more to the favor of like an early Dragonland.
Shadow Blade.
Although I do still like it, and I think it, especially
10
Aghanim,
seconds
can be a little
remaining.
bit underrated because of all the extra damage you get with your talent. Oh,
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Wombo combo. Although to be fair, it is very good against.
I think that's probably me.
I was gonna say that Rubik Ancient Apparition
10
wasn't
seconds
exactly
remaining.
the strongest of dual parts, but actually not bad.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Chilling Touch is underrated. Whoever they pair like whatever carry they pair up with.
You're
Like,
using
if
up
anyone
your
gets
reserve
lifted,
time.
Probably gonna take damage.
This could be like a Rubik Magnus duel offlane at all, where you like lift and then you're back under tower. Or
I think that's too gimmicky. I don't think it's gonna
okay.
work anyway.
Okay.
I don't think Fix is gonna fall for it. Probably keep the lane back far enough to the point where something like that will probably not happen.
I mean, it's just a little bit interesting. They're feeling so early the Magnus pick, particularly with the CM there, and then Ogre. Maybe the Ogre pick means that they expect him to be going mid and helping out the Alchemist, so I can get pop. I still think it's greedy. Do you think it is, or is it
Reserve
viable?
time.
I think it's
Dire team's turn to
viable.
ban.
It's gonna turn out to be one of those, either if the lane isn't going well for you, you just
10 seconds remaining.
I forgot what game he was playing.
5 seconds remaining.
He just completely stomped his lane. As Magnus, he 1v3.
But that is Ice Ice Ice.
It is Ice.
I'll do that on free. Last couple of bands coming out. Clockwork was the pick. Figure out what else they might end up. I like the idea of. I feel like they already have so much magic damage on Execration that the Shadow
Radiant
Fiend
team
just
ban.
has all these presence in them. What are you gonna be? Like,
They should go more though.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe Juggernaut. Oh wait, Juggernaut's banned.
Yay? With the mag?
TA is actually, yeah, TA is
10
actually
seconds
not bad.
remaining.
I think Ursa is also.
5 seconds remaining.
There's a classic anti-mage, but I don't know if really a hero
Reserve
or that
time.
I
either.
think Archmage is also, but I don't think you want to wait that long
Radiant
for
team's
him to
turn
come
to
online.
pick.
I think you just go for something that could fight earlier, which is why much as you hate it.
I feel like the other thing here is if you're Execration, you know you're going up against
10
this
seconds
game
remaining.
out, you might be more willing to try a cheesy strat against them.
5 seconds
Faceless
remaining.
need a black hero, and I would prefer to see a Rage
Reserve
carry.
time.
Exactly sure what one is right now. They do ban out the clinks. This point, it seems like everyone really respects the Faceless clinks.
They go like a clean. Is that too weird?
I don't think you want to have two heroes get countered out by an Ancient Apparition.
Oh, that's a good.
I don't ever see Black play Venge carry, but I think Venge carry is here as well. Maybe they will go into Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter, they ran it earlier today. Also an op.
Be a nice answer for high ground defense. Pushing up.
10 seconds remaining.
Paired with Clockwork, it's a pretty nice combo as well.
Gyrocopter!
Look at you go.
Dire team's
It's
turn to
prediction
pick.
god.
Well, to be fair, they ran this today, so I
Don't
didn't.
sell yourself short. Just take it. Just
You're right. 13-0. Oh yeah, this doesn't count because I'm not on panel.
10 seconds
No, that's
remaining.
the problem. There's like 500 people in the second channel. You special people out there, you know what's real. Ember Spirit is going to be the last pick now for Execration. But that magical top. So, does that mean it's going to be the safe lane Ember?
Definitely. I think Warrior Gaming, or no, sorry, Bazar Gaming was the only team, or one of the only teams to have to run the Ember in the safe lane. It's definitely a solid choice. It's allows you to finish your Veil very, very quickly. We've all seen just how insane the triple Remnant combo is. We'll just have to see how this laning. It's not even the laning phase. I think the laning phase will go fine for both teams. I think both teams will be able to get quite a bit out of it.
10 seconds
What really
remaining.
matters is how mid game begins, how
5
Execration
seconds
tries
remaining.
to punish the Alchemists, because Faceless won today particularly because Babs was not slowed down enough. The Geek fam did a decent job at it, but it just wasn't enough. Especially since you have the Ancient Apparition on your team, you should really make an effort to shut down the
If they're going to be capable of doing it, as Execration are going to face off against Faceless.
Let's
This
get
one
on
of
with
the
it.
final games, the second half of the second day of the qualifiers. If Execration lose this, they are definitely out of the playoffs. If they could somehow manage to pull off an upset here, it would be absolutely. One thing I will mention is I always feel like Gyrocopter ends up have a defensive support. I think back to the older days when Gyrocopter was in its heyday, and he almost was always paired with Dazzle or paired together with like Oracle or Snowball from a Tusk or something like that. And they don't really have that hero in this game. Is that something to be concerned about? Is Gyro getting like burst into the mid-game things?
I think it's just going to come down to itemization. You build yourself to actually survive the burst damage, and your support also the Clockwork. You just buy 4 stuff this game. 4 stuff is a really, really good item this game.
30 seconds
So,
to battle.
Save you from Searing Chain into potential lead-ups. Especially from the RP as well.
Definitely that's being able to avoid the grouping happen. I also mentioned that I feel like Faceless have kind of turned the better over the past couple of qualifying rounds, and I think most recently as well with the winter moving
This
in.
ain't no snowball fight.
Kind of become a situation now where they feel more confident. They're performing at a higher level.
Definitely. It definitely reflects in their draft. I think Faceless, despite having, in my opinion, one of the largest hero pools, have the same things over and over again. Ooh, I like this. Killing touch, Shadow Fiend can get souls early. Wait, he hasn't skilled anything.
Probably want to make sure to take up action before they start hitting last. Okay, he's denying, but that spell, man. What are you doing? Is this a bug? What's happening?
Oh, it's not a bug.
What are you doing? Nando, this is the game of your life! You need to win. Okay, he goes for raises. Alright. I guess he just wanted to hang on to it for the moment and feels like he needs raises early.
That's strange. Normally when you take raise, it's because you're not able to get anything out of the lane. But, I mean, quite a bit out of the lane. This is kind of surprising to see. It's not like he has the potential to kill him, or not kill. He can't really kill Jab. Jab is
Yeah, I don't know if maybe it was like a skill or something when he realized he wasn't have Necromancy up and then accidentally hit the raise button or something like that. That feels like it would be pretty hard if that was actually what happened. Whatever the case ends up being, he has both now and is starting to build up his gold. And it's going to kind of run this mission at that aspect. A very frustrating situation. But as far as the laning stage goes, do you like the idea of this ancient apparition sitting here and just spamming out showing touch for him?
I mean, I thought it was fine. So didn't get any souls from first wave. That's the biggest issue I see, because I think he would be able. I think he can definitely punish the alchemist on his own if he had the proper start.
Elk already 11 CS. Into his game. Towards that armor next. Looks like the boots are on the Curry already, although he hasn't had them brought out to him yet. Nintendo sort of left to his own devices. I think against the Clockwork, always great matchup, being able to get the lift and pull out of the cogs.
Well, I mean, while you mentioned that though, Ice is already level 3.5, and he's not going to be stopping there, getting even more out of the lane. Gonna hit level 4 very soon versus the Magnus, who only have to hit level 3, and this is only against the dual lane. Although to be fair, it is a dual lane on Execration side too. The apparition only just.
He took that one, and then there's also another stack over here on the medium camp that Ancient Apparition was. But it feels as if right now, definitely 593 kind of help out, enable his Shadow Fiend to get off to a hot start. A little bit later on, the homing missiles. I was wondering if they were going to do this build in the last game that we saw the gyrocopter black, but now he's actually deciding to take it. Pretty cool.
That. A lot of mana for how little it does.
That's why you got the TM.
You got a lot of mana. You don't have that much mana. Why get caught up by the support? Oh, look at that damage. You have to be careful.
Oh man, it is so much. Killing touch, great ability, particularly with these healers who have the long range. So much more value.
Quite a bit of damage to Gab. You have to be a little careful. It is a lift. It is steering change though.
Put him back in. Ice in trouble. The right clicks are there trying to TP out Faithful. The minute they are going to get the kill. Oh, that was close.
He would have been fine. The issue was he TP'd to the shrine right after XY TP'd to the shrine. So TP took forever.
Oh god.
That's what killed him. If he teleported to base, he would have been fine.
Oh man, that sucks. 0-2 start. Execration certainly getting the beginning of this game that they would have wanted. Although you do have an Ancient Apparition that's sitting here with level 2, and his net worth is quite poor. Does he actually have boots coming out to him finally? Yeah, he does. Alright, so he's going to be okay then.
More importantly, you have to remember, you're dealing with an Alchemist. Ando's doing a pretty good job at shutting him down. Alchemist is only 700 net worth above him. So I say only.
He's going to kill him. That both?
No. Is going to be jumping into the jungle, which supports a little bit of space. I definitely need right now. We're going to do it.
Imagine that they have to bring Shadow Fiend in to happen.
No, I think they can do it with just the Ember Spirit, but the Ember Spirit would need level. Possibly commit to it. If not, then yeah, gotta bring up the Shadow Fiend.
Meantime, DJ, he's moved off into the jungle himself. I don't want to stay in this lane. Could have come from Gyrocopter in his farm. I would expect Nuts to probably move around and either try and make something happen up in the off lane or possibly go and jungle away, but I've already killed off all the creeps in the jungle. A whole lot to do is Indo moves in, gonna take this other stack. We'll take that apparition. Little heal of the bounty rune. Oh. Bottom.
And it's up.
They are going to get the pull here, and Clockwork is going to come and try and make something happen there, and it looks like they're going to bring Nuts as well. So they know the stack is going on. They're bringing 2 heroes to come and contest. Level 6 is right here on Black as well. This is a great move.
So I like this play a lot. Patient has to be very careful. Did you finish half, but Gabby
Able to run it.
like just spot the Rubik. He has no TP. Calm down.
Get the lift back, trying to get the stun, but is not going to be enough. So they find a kill, and fortunately they aren't there in time to take the stack. So they get away with the Ember Spirit, and keeping rotation for Black.
Ice goes bottom. It's going to 1v1 the Magnet. And I think with this move, I think Faceless can actually do some damage on this tier 1 tower.
If they're able to do you don't have the greatest push heroes in the world at this point to take
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Will come back in with a remnant. Actually decides to leave a remnant behind.
I'm a little surprised by that.
Okay. Fine. And though in the meantime, gonna head off to the jungle with the arcane rune, finish these ones off. As far as he's concerned, is there anything in particular that you need to get involved early and try and take fights with the rest of his team?
I think he does. You need to be able to put pressure on his alpha. Like, don't forget about his alpha. Someone has to be able to deal with him. And looks like his first item queued up is going to be that Shadow Blade.
Black on top of Mando. That is too easy.
Someone better have Dire.
Very nice work. So very easy kill.
So frustrating.
Catch
You
out.
will get it. RP, Levick actually walking away from this one. They throw out the Faithful, pushing back against the tower, and DJ almost able to take down Ice. Doesn't have enough to hit for that one. Cogs are back up in 1. XY on top of the Levick. He's going to be able to get the kill. Oh no. Execration.
And that was the RP committed.
Still not level 6 either for the Ancient Apparition, so could drop the ulti to try and help out with it.
Yeah, he really needs to get a 6. We're giving this Ancient Apparition some space because they really need it. Without him being 6, there's just not enough damage.
9 minutes in now, the Alchemist continuing the spam of acid spray all over the map, building himself farm. 10 seconds away from the hookshot for the Clockwork, so he'll not be able to make it go onto Mag as of yet, although with Nuts around, chance for a kill if he sticks around for too long.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Gonna see a smoke coming out from Execration, Shadow Fiend, and Rubik heading down here. There is no RP though.
Shadow Fiend, I don't know if this is the play. They have the hookshot they want to go. Ice, oh, Nuts is just gone, so that is 1.
He does have the double damage. Only got 22 souls though, but double damage. Still hitting for 200 damage or so.
Abby taking the face. Black continuing to be a bit of a butt. Moving back into the Helm of the Dominator.
Number 1 item choice. I think like there's probably a stat on one of the stat sites, but I'm pretty sure he buys Helm of the Dominator on every single hero except for Clean.
Like, Infinity with the item. Do you think it's that good?
I think it's that good. He does a good job at microing his creeps. You can micro the creeps. That much more important.
I feel like I saw him do it on the Amp 2 and get a Purge creep with it. It was just so disgusting to watch. Pistol off onto Gabby. DJ is here with RP though, and they're ready to make a counterplay if the Crystal Myth does head up. You also have Ancient Apparition now with level 6. This could be a big moment if they can find a kill on Gyro. And it's safe.
Over and try to grab a creep, but the camp is not used on yet. That was a nice little attempt.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Line call
attack.
down, but fortunately
They're
out of
beating
range.
on Dire's
they're in
top
trouble
tower.
now. DJ is coming in. He has RP. He has Skewer. They're going to go in for it. Catches it on to 2, and the AA blast right on the edge. Double for Gabby.
Very nicely done.
Alright, big kills for Execration, about a 1,300 gold swing off the back of that one. They are looking good, and keep in mind, this is also an empowered Ember Sphere in this game. The Battle Fury.
Oh. Realistically speaking, I don't think the Empower does too much for him since
Well, for farming it,
the
Radiant's
days
top tower is under attack.
the days of the Battle Fury Ember Sphere physical damage build is long gone. It definitely helps, but Magnus Empower is mostly going to be for himself and Battle Fury.
God, I would love to see an Aghanims. I don't think it's ever going to happen. That ability, it's something that I've been like theory crafting for a while, having the AoE damage for like the power on a Shadow Fiend. They are going out across the map. Have not seen. It looks like Nando is thinking about the Shadow Blade, only 200 gold away from finishing it off.
Positioning.
Sure.
Waiting. Ice is walking over it.
Oh, but the Shadow Blade player. It feels like this could be a big opening for them to take fights.
Oh, Rubik. A lot of trouble.
With that, Rubik's gonna get shot there basically. Pull the Chemical Rage, but
You know, while all of this is happening,
Not much good's happening to
talk
Radiant's
about
bottom tower.
the Alchemist. He's just doing his own thing. He's just playing a farming game on his own. Precise even goes
Radiant's
for
top
the Hand of
tower
Midas,
deserves just as much help as
build
bottom.
well. They're just slowly ramping themselves up for the later stages of the game.
alright, well here's the thing.
Radiant's top tower.
They tried to
has
get
been
aggressive
fired.
here. They have a smoke. Shadow Fiend did just now get his Shadow Blade. He has a haste. They're going to be going for a smoke play of their own. If they end up taking a big fight here, and maybe they can start snowballing from there to take down Faceless.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They really need the Magnus.
DJ there.
Dire's middle tower
Oh
is
god,
under
I still
asphalt.
fewer the game. It's gonna connect. Actually switch back onto Gabby. Nando,
Very nice
one,
ball down.
two shot there, onto another, and it does look like they're gonna be able to take down Ice. Gleamic also end up stealing calls away. That creates a little bit of an awkward spot. Now they end up canceling the ulti from the Shadow Fiend, but they lose Rubik in it.
It was a great trade for them. They didn't even have to expend any of the on the side. Magnus is how much closer to his Blink Dagger now? They're 200 gold away.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Take him down. Abs. He's gonna end up dropping. He knows where he's going. Nando,
Beating
got
on
it.
Dire's top tower.
Took it off the pot. What are you doing? He's gonna end up dropping. Nando, what has happened? Oh, Shane. That might be enough though. A blast is on top of him. RPUs. Oh, Nando. I mean, they get the kill at the end, but now they're gonna end up potentially losing DJ as well. Ignite on top of him. They're trying to run him
You
down.
got him on him.
They're chasing.
Oh,
Another
okay,
fall
he'll
down
fall
as
down.
well. Gabby's gonna fall.
He's okay. He got him.
Alright, well, Remix.
Oh,
Turn
wait,
chase. Ice on top of Gabby's gone.
Oh, he got him.
Oh my god, what a player.
Wait,
He
he has
tried to
one.
dying. Launch charges. Oh, he was switching it over into his inventory. It looks like they couldn't get there. So they lose 4.
I mean, I understood what Nando
Dire's
was
top
trying to go
tower
for.
is under
but
attack.
I think
Dire's
it's just, like,
structures
you
are
know, a little bit
fortified.
careless to forget about the Shadow Blade timing.
Tower is strong.
Good bit of damage, and
Fall
Oh,
left
close.
behind.
he has stick charges when he comes out of this, but
I like the attack.
think about the Bassi on CM.
I think it was just but he's meant to build Tranquils and something. Oh, there you go. So he's gonna buy Urn and
Alright, yeah, so it's Snake is weird. I
well,
was wondering about that.
It's not even like a mistake, you know. We can always disassemble it at any point. You might as well give Dara. Both sides. Push the world down here.
Radiant structures are
Very
fortified.
dangerous position. There was 4 heroes surrounding him. Get out of this, dog.
May just. Oh no, he's not. He got
Got the cooldown.
He does have the shot available, but very quickly gone. And Execration, they're making a fighting attempt. They're doing a really great job of taking down towers when they need to, defending at other
tower
points.
isn't going to last long.
This AA pick is working out really nicely. He's already got his mind.
Someone better
And
help
there's
Dyer's
just a
middle
lot of setup
tower.
for this mission operation also. Magnified, something as simple as the Ember of Zoom.
Dyer's middle tower is
Gus is gone, and they might have spotted that ward placement as well, so should be able to get that D ward done.
Not bad. Consider the... I still heavily favor Faceless simply because, once again, to continuously remind everyone that there is an optimist in this game. Just been doing his own thing.
I mean, the plus side of it is that they have the avenue to hold him in place so the AA blast can land on him. That does change how this hero works, but it also depends upon AA getting good farm, and he also has been able to build into a hand of Midas for himself at a decent point. So there's ways for this to work for him, and ways to deal with the outcomes like this.
Yeah, definitely. The way Jab's playing right now is
got the lift back. Shadowblade out right now for Mando. Thinking about turning the fight. They drop it low. They can't go for the jump in. A little bit of a misplay though. And now TJ in some trouble. Goes for the RP. Only call black is going to be enough to A blast. He is going to end up falling. Okay. So a 1-for-1 exchange, but the one on the side of Faceless was Black's gyrocopter.
Well, the thing is, the way Jabs has been playing this game is that while it is true that they have what it takes to lock him down, he's just farming incredibly safe.
This'll come in handy.
It looks like he has no intention of doing anything but to continuously farm, and all of these heroes benefit from the separate.
I would imagine that Clockwork probably picks his up himself first.
We'll take that.
I don't even think he needs this first. So I honestly think that if the game is going to use for them, Gus can invest in a Blade Dagger or a Glimmer Cape, and I think that having a CM with his first is actually that freezing field frostbite is, in my opinion, it's not even about the freezing field damage. It's just that you only have to channel it for so long, and if they're standing in that radius, they're gonna get it.
5 seconds. Quite good. These stuns a big bump. Oh. Blink Dagger just about done for the Ember Spirit, and he's going to be able to pick that one up now. With the Blink Dagger and the staff done on Magnus. Outside Midas. But can they break down these bases before the Alchemist really starts to take over? He's already got the
Some help.
Shot in, into trouble. Is he going to be able to get out of there? The force stack is alive for the moment, but still they have effect on him. It's starting to run him down. All the illusions are there, and now they get pulled up in as well. The Helm of the Dominator stun is beautiful. A little bit better, and it does look like they're going to be able to take down two. They lost the mag and the Rubik, but again, it's for Ice and the Gyrocopter.
That was so close. It almost got us. Managed to reach the shrine in time. The shrine was not a...
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
Comforting moon of regeneration.
The guy did that once already. Certainly does not want to make that happen again.
Well, all things considered, they do manage to take the tier 1 as well, so I would say that that is a slight victory. This makes it a little easier for Jab to farming. He's off the room for now. Currently sitting at 18,500 net worth. Execration, they're not doing bad at all. Most of the cores are decently farmed, and you have the tools to continue to basically punish the Faceless side.
Definitely tough though. Like the tier 1 tower in the mid lane is not still brought down, and hasn't gone down either. Black. Off to the side. He's gone for the shadow. Sometimes people say interesting and they mean that's cool too. What's your take on this one?
My interesting is that aiming to farm. And the way I see this That's that everyone on base is waiting. You have a Midas on Clockwork, and then now you have the Shadow Blade on Gyrocopter.
Radiant's middle
Still have
tower is
Gyrocopter
under
to
attack. I guess Radiant
not quite
fortified their
totally
structures.
safely, but pretty safe.
Oh, they missed the skewer, and now they've caught him a second time. Kiev ulti down and ends up being disabled right at the start of it. A blast goes in, DJ Mando solo. They are going to maybe get out of there. Ends up RPing and almost be able to bring down that. Kill off the Clockwork.
Almost picked off.
They are going to be able to finally bring it down. Gabby is out of mana at this stage, though, and it's going to take a full frontal assault of all of that damage. A blast, still 15 second cooldown. They won't be able to get it, so a triple for Jabs. They win that fight.
Are those cracks in
Like
Dire's
AA
top
to counter
tower?
the ultimate, but he's not going to deal with that blast. He's not going to die. Enough damage, but he managed to single him.
The other thing that happened right there at the start was the mag went for a blink 4-step skewer back onto CM, and then immediately Ice hooked and called both him and the Shadow. It was like disaster sense.
Middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Area Blast a little bit of a pain here, and with several heroes getting out, they should be a little bit careful.
Radiant took down their
Look, he's not quite
You
there.
gotta be careful. This is
Hook shot now as well on a DJ. Pushback needs to get out and away, but it's not going to happen. DJ goes down, a double kill for Jabs. He is never going to stop. Maybe he can turn with the A blast here, but it is not going to be enough. He cannot even throw it out there. They don't have an answer. Triple for Jabs yet again.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last
Going
long.
downhill
Dire's
real
middle
fast.
tower just went down.
Farming away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So they weren't, all of them weren't speed rate, but that's simply the space creation. They are ready for Jabs to help them.
Great display here, completely what we would have expected. You know, maybe there was a chance sometime that Execration could have won this game, but it is doing quite hard at this. Still not out of it by any means at all, but they're going to need to play out of their mind to make it work. And able to find a kill. Ice, hook in as well. They want to go fight some more. Right. He ends up dying. All right. Jab. Somehow got that kill as well. 11, 1, and 5 on this guy. I'm really surprised. This is GPM, by the way. 1,015 for Jab. On this patch, it's a double.
Alright. I'm close to his final item. I assume it's going to be EVOS. And or BKB. I think BKB is also.
This'll come in handy.
Hopefully we can start.
You have Ancient Apparition almost at his Aghanim. Something at the very least for that helps a little bit against the pressure, but it still comes down to hitting the Ice Blasts as well, which has a primitive case.
But you know, you can't count out Execration. They always rely on huge
Top lane, Gabby, trying to pressure this out, do whatever he can to just keep these lanes pushed. Problem is, Alchemist just choose one to run down it. They really don't have an answer. It's all over them.
EVOS guard coming up soon. He said they just can't stop him. He just he's into a lane, drops his Manta, and these lanes are always going to be pushed in. There's just no space for Execration to make any moves. They're expecting it. Good job.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
I mean, even if they did want to come
Dire's
and
bottom
defend it,
tower has fallen.
it drops so quickly. They take the tier 1. The rest of Execration
Radiant's
possibly
top
going to
tower
move in
is
to
under
defend against it.
attack.
They're waiting it, taking down
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as
When
bottom.
the Roshan time was, still had that agency. Want to get more.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. It looks like Dire
All right,
by their structure.
A blast is up. They got Shadow Blade out front and center. Time to party. If there was
Radiant
time to do it,
structures have been snow
gotta be now for
fortified.
Execration.
Not so sure about that. I think they still gotta wait out the ages.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you have that big combo, I think you're gonna lose the team fight if you throw
Radiant's top tower
everything
is under
on him
attack.
just to remove.
Boom, there he
The
goes.
prediction got. 11-0, is that where you're at now, or 12-0?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, tier 2 is gonna fall.
Dire's
57,000
bottom
net
tower
worth
is
on the
shattered.
Alchemist.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as
Could
bottom.
be inevitability at this stage.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You get the top tier 1.
Hey.
Thank you, creeps. Now Jabs is 6 spotted. Let's see if he goes for maybe a Scepter or will he replace
Oh, the Black is give him the Scepter first.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's going for the Satanic, so he's probably the Scepter build, but not behind him.
Aegis now expired. They can wait for the next round if they wanted to, but still a ways away. Certainly feeling under no pressure at this point.
What's the gold differential then? About 20.
All right, they know the Aegis is down. Looking in. There is no illusion there. Blockwork.
I don't think this is the target you want to jump on.
Black is a little bit further forward.
I think if you jump on the Clockwork, you're gonna lose this team fight.
I mean, there's 2 Shadow Bladed there. Gabby is up front and center. They know that they're chasing. Looking for the counterplay now. They might end up jumping in. They get the stun on the Nando. Start the fight. RP on a jab. No, they push him out of it.
Wait, he's still going down.
Still
He's
ends
still
up
going
going down. Okay, that's something.
And they are Faces have to run.
Yeah, Ice. It looks like Nuts here is going to be able to somehow get out. So they only get the Alchemist, but it's a big kill.
That is a very big kill.
I thought for a second that he didn't end up getting clipped by it. I was like, no.
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
they
barracks are
clipped him.
taking
That was really
fire,
close.
which
That was a
is
little weird.
obviously bad.
That's pretty much what they need. You definitely
Dire's
don't want
middle
to jump the
barracks have
Clockwork.
fallen.
DJ, that was really good play by DJ, identifying his target immediately and RPing the option with no hesitation.
They're holding on, be it ever so slightly. I mean, that's the thing, is that if they can't get protecting the Alchemist, if they can't get on top of, like, sort of keep them from making the Ice Blast hit, there's still an avenue to find kills on this Alch.
But he's itemizing, he's itemizing to protect himself from that. He's going to be replacing his armlet. I think with a BKB, it's just going to be that much harder to kill. You would have to argue him before.
Have the Magnus
Double damage empowers me.
will not be able to go for that. It is the BKB mixed up for Alch. Still potentially a problem with the A blast because of how long that. Like, if they end up having to pop the BKB early, it's Ice Blast on them.
Where did Radiant's middle
last
tower
long for
go?
them to make something happen. Can you wait that long in a team fight?
This is a good question. I feel like the answer is no.
Because while all of the farm is on Jack, Black is slowly catching up now.
Radiant's bottom tower
with
is
the
under
bloodlust?
attack.
Yeah, with just a bloodlust, I think he was damage output for the sufficient. He got 240 damage.
Mention the potential for an Aghanims. Cream.
Don't worry, if he's gonna go for Satanic, pretty sure Jack will fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is not
Right,
covered.
here we go. They want to fight this. Do you have another smoke? AA has smoke issue.
Oh, they got him though, right on top of him, and well, now in a heck of a lot of trouble. Can they find that RP? They've got the Radiance on top of DJ right at the start. They're sending the illusion off to the side though, so now he might have an opening to go back in for a blink.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Doesn't look like they're going to be able to find it. Gabby, a little bit aggro there.
I think they're okay with it. This time we select the tower. Yeah. Basically achieved what they wanted to. They got another objective. They can just go back to farming, and they can just wait for the next Roshan.
Looks like it's semi-short one. Faceless just double checking. 45 seconds away. Another big movement down towards the bottom. This is not as of yet going to be scouted, but Jab's going to back.
Like this play from trying to find him, but Jab a fall for it. Shoot up. And to our it's like Dice has this.
They got two of them there.
He needs the mana pool and having the armor and the active damage.
Oh, does the illusion spot it? It's not quite.
It creeps up.
The thing was the illusion of the Magnus went in there to try and scout it.
Oh, I see what
they should don't know that it's up there. Alright.
Nuts wants to same time, I think that Execration also wants to smoke.
They're gonna head up towards the north. I guess expecting some type of a movement. Abel are there for Ember Spirit as well. They're moving right into each other now. This could be big. Don't want to go up the hill right now in all of this mayhem. They're waiting. Ice, walk into the high ground. They couldn't go for the RP. It's going to connect. They're able to steal it. The damage is coming out. The Nando combo. Jabs is gone. Can they find any more off the back of this? Ice has already fallen, and now XY to follow. They get the connection onto Nuts. Faceless lose 4, and this is probably going to be Roshan as well.
That's what I'm talking about. Wombo combo. Excellent RP by DJ. Although I think they can work on their spirit.
Was that just the Helm of the Dominator creep up on the high ground, or what was it?
No.
Scattered it out?
They saw Ice down here in this area, and he walked over here. And the moment he walked down the hill, they walked this way past the tree, and they looked down the hill. And he immediately turned on to both.
I guess what I'm wondering is how did they spot him on the high ground?
Emperor Spirit TP'd into the mid lane, and he got too close to Emperor Spirit. They broke his phone.
Alright, well, Butterfly now done for the Shadow Fiend. Black tried to stop it from happening. How detrimental is this for Faceless right now? You just end up losing your Alchemist and kind of not necessarily tapped out in terms of item slots, but it feels like Execration are certainly catching up.
I think that they're still, Faceless is definitely still okay. I think that last team fight kind of shows you just how important it is for Execration to get the initiation. And I think that's really what it's all about. I think that this game is incredibly even. Net worth-wise, yeah, this is like very, very even. But 8,000 net worth lead doesn't really mean anything when you have partners on you. As long as DJ is able to hit these RPs and the Ice Blast connects with the correct target, Execration can definitely take this game.
EJ, certainly the playmaker on this team, been able to make it happen time and again. There's some more placed out there. I thought for a second that they might have gone in for some type of a Echoing of Souls action from the Shadow Fiend, but spotting the Sentry Wards on the CM, they back out. It looks like Ice is also going to be going back for an Abyssal. Well, I thought it was going to be Abyssal, but he just went for a casual Vanguard. Kind of interesting.
I'm surprised by the diving close as well. I would have liked to see DJ.
On it. They have a Sentry Ward right there, and they're able to get that. And now Nando, a little bit of trouble. They're going to lift him out. There's the Force Staff away as well. DJ is getting his blink canceled right now. Nando looking for the counter. Can they get that? Looks like they're going to be able to back out for the moment.
Ends up using a BKB. get a little out of that.
Haste!
Right now, Execration, they don't have the greatest vision in this area, but the Rubik stolen rocket flare is making all the difference in the world for them. Both teams with a little bit better vision than they might have otherwise had. You can see the creep wave is pressuring out, and this might force a reaction from Execration to go back home and try and defend. Yeah, it looks like they're going to just send out the Ember. Gabby will pressure it. Right. I just think. So that angle, these rocket flares with each other. It's like playing battleships.
Yeah, the vision game is incredibly important.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Wrap. They're just trying to get out. Yeah, Execration don't want to take this anymore, but you need to be careful. Ice. As the hook shot available, Gabby off into the trees, going for the TP. It does look like he'll be able to make the escape. So they're pressuring the top lane. Top as well. Jabs. All back to status quo.
Right, the first stepper is completed.
It's safe for buyback, honestly. I don't know, maybe not.
Refuse,
I
go.
don't think so.
Give in.
Oh no! Nobody noticed. Actually, I don't know if they did notice that, like, because they didn't break smoke, you know? I imagine that they did. There were some pigs that came out, but
I think they noticed that
It
he
was
was there,
stunned.
but they don't know that he was. I don't think they actually know that he used RP. Yeah. It's okay. They don't lose anything. They don't gain anything either. It's a small loss for Execration. They can patient wait it out.
Thanks.
it's ice.
Right, this is definitely a good choice. I think realistically speaking, it has to be between him and I want to say at first.
You can't. I also need to mention you can't fault DJ too much for that one. Again, scan triggering on the illusion, and then they go in immediately for the RP, so that way he doesn't have time to react at all.
Definitely. Like, you have to go for it. Yeah. This versus the reward is immense, right? You miss an RP, whatever. You miss an RP, you can get out of it. If you don't go for it, that's a huge opportunity to pass. I will pass by if you don't go for it.
Well, Aegis reclaims now. They're able to bring Gabby, throw out some more of these right clicks. The lane pressured out, and we're starting to see that off the back of the one team fights Execration, they can take these engagements as long as they get the initiation they want. They're sort of making it happen.
Radiant's
pick up for
bottom
DJ,
tower
now
is
that
under
he has the
attack.
DKB, he does not have to worry about the potential Radiance burn channeling Link anymore.
And again, he's also going back for the refresher. On the side of AA, a couple items to survive, a Force Staff, a Glimmer Cape. Does have that level 3 ulti online now as well. The Ice Vortex cooldown for 1 second, so it's down to 3 seconds for this spell. He as well, 30% damage amp. Which one is better? What's the other one again? What are the other levels that we got up there? The long Syrian chains for Ember, obviously great. For the Alchemist, ended up going for the Acid Spray armor -5.
Radiant's top tower
Not
has
a
looked
great
better.
surprise there either, I would say. And off those creep weapons a little bit.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
Now that harvesting
This will do just fine.
late game, Gyrocopter is something you can't exactly ignore either. I think it's going to get to the point where you have to hit the Ice Blast on Gyrocopter. I think the damage output from Gyrocopter is high enough now that you don't
Prize.
the Ice Blast on him, he's going to survive less
That's the point where you end up getting the refresher on AA as well. think he's going back to the sheep. They already are building towards the refresh on the mag. Might end up giving you like that second after the reinitiation in the fight.
They're going for get rid of that fail. Okay, is up halfway to his refresher. So I think he's
Well, you can do the mana boost if you wanted to.
Mana boost, refresh.
Nice. On top of Nando, there is a force step here. He wants to use it, so they'll play for they can go back in again in a second if they want. They have that Ags on clockwork. For another angle, not able to find it though. Call the charge, at least for the moment. Okay. For an opening. What's going to happen? Not able going for it to get the long duration on the chains. Faceless thinking about moving up towards high ground yet again. But the hook shot in, it's been able to connect onto DJ, pops his BKB, trying to get out, he jumps forward, Force Step is there, the AA blast coming through, Jab, going to end up possibly, no, he's at least BKB'd for the moment, trying to run away, Nando low, ends up getting caught there, great play by Ice, Ember Spirit in front of all of them, and it looks like Jabs is going to be able to get away unscathed, though they did lose, it's only yeah, great.
The big thing about that was that Jabs was able to get his BKB off before the RP affected. So while it was a great RP, there just wasn't enough damage to follow up kill off Jabs.
Yeah.
Ember's not going to do any damage to him, and Battlefield was occupied with Aqua.
Definitely feels like they're lacking that physical damage right now. I guess that sometimes you can maybe get that later on. I don't know. It feels hard to get it anywhere other than Shadow Blade. It feels so weak. Like, you can get exploded in these fights as we just saw.
Radiant's top tower has
I
looked
don't know how I
better.
feel about a Magnus transitioning at this point. I think it's a little too late. I don't think the game will last long enough. Pressure definitely was
Radiant's top tower is under
XY is
attack.
going to get the next Agonite. Opting for that over Black.
Yeah, I think this is the right choice.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Fire Blast is pretty insane. Almost my Fire Blast. Oh, Gabby.
Yeah, it's obviously another great form of disable. Is pretty mana intensive for what he has.
Where the way these team fights are going, all your mana just comes into your magic wand.
Another opportunity to move in now. DJ, RP available. Faceless. Play it safe. They're backing out. Again, spot out. And there's heroes in the area. Pick there as well. It is just such a tense moment. In an instant, it can all just turn into a game-defining team fight. Back for a Dagon as well.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
What a freaking game.
I guess we just want to burst people down. I guess we don't feel like we have enough burst damage.
I mean, that's the thing, is that once the BKB is down, you still got the A blast applied onto the bait out there. You still got the ice blast applied onto Alk, and you can get him below that threshold quickly.
I mean, one thing to note too is that BKB is running shorter and shorter. Right now it's at 7 seconds. Black is currently at 9. The game continues to progress like this. If it reaches 5 seconds, it's going to be really dangerous for you.
movement into the jungle now. You are smoked up on Faceless. They're looking for an opening to try and finish off this other set of racks, but likewise, Execration, they're in there. Black ends up breaking the smoke. They're up on the high ground. There is no Central World, but it looks like they have the gem. The initiation comes in. Ice. That's on AA. Can they kill him off, though? RP onto Jab. He is completely alone. It's going to be brought down low. They find the kill, but they end up losing the Shadow Fiend as well. Can they get any more off the back of this? Gyrocopter, large in its charge. It's going to be held there. Looks like with that, they're going to have to back out. So,
Not much Abby.
scary moment.
They
But
do. Yeah, they threw everything on Jab. Like I mentioned, you just cannot overlook the gyrocopter. If you use everything on Jabs, you're not going to have anything left for Black. He dishes out some serious damage right now, especially with 10 Black. Oh god.
Yeah, that's a great spell. A little bit of pause coming out. We'll check the levels, see how we're looking. Anything else that's really of interest? It's Dagon level 3 so far for Ember. Obviously, you need to hang on to buyback. Let's still have that. The only ones who don't are the Rubik and the M. Like, Butterfly is going to be the item of choice for Black next as well.
I think what they need right now is what they should actually let Nuts farm BKB. I think giving him Sepia and BKB is game changing, or potentially game changing. It's like the next big team fight thing they
I know, it's crazy. He's been really hemmed in. It's been a rough game for Nuts. That's kind of just the way that he plays, though. Very self-sacrificial. And likewise, it's sort of been the same story for the Ogre until he got hit with that Agony. Clockwork able to hook in. He's actually out of mana. Gabby might be able to sustain through this long enough to find a kill if he wanted to look around for it, but I'm going to push out the wave. Working the rotation back from the Black Gyrocopter. Could be about the long and short bit.
I told him 7,000 gold. He does have 6 queued up right now, but Dimensional Abyssal,
yeah,
could be a thing.
Oh, there's a battle of Ruin though. But we're going to decide to use the callback. They force it back.
So dangerous.
Well, and that extra bit of disable is something that they do need on occasion, and the potential to take some of these big spells. Particularly Rocket Flare, I felt like that one was super value for him.
I think so too.
Could be the best spell for him.
Ruin of double damage.
The dream actually still uses for a team fight.
Okay.
There's a lot of good spells too. Can hook shot, decent. But he is gonna go for that. Even for buyback first, but that's gold after.
I think this just makes a lot of sense. You get on top of them, able to pierce BKB. Already do it once, why not do it again?
The only thing, he's just gonna buy it out. The only thing that was that if he did anticipate
Radiant's bottom
going
tower is
for
under
a little
attack.
later on,
Radiant have fortified their structures.
So let's go over here to the side though. Gabby taking down the bottom tier 2 tower, and obviously can get back into the fight as well if they need to, and they might just need to. They spot out DJ. The stun is going to be coming out. Needs to force staff away. Need a second Unrefined Fire Blast. He ends up finding the second one as well. Able to get away, and now Rubik steals Unrefined Fire Blast and throw it out again if he wants to.
the mana cost.
Yeah.
I think you want that stuff.
Moving in, they are in vision. The hook shot now onto Nando, pushing him back towards it. XY onto DJ as well. They're containing all of these heroes. They don't have an answer. Ice Blast onto Jabs, but he doesn't care. There's no follow-up in the least bit. They buy back on the mag. They need something. They need it soon. As well, the Ember takes down one. Force the buyback on the mag. Or XY quite aren't into him. They realize he's over by the shrine, and now Alchemist is keeping over here as well. Abby
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom
far out. Under the black.
Get hooked.
They're pushing him back. There's the official. Gabby's going. Oh my god, he got out last second.
Radiant's bottom tower's
That was
got
so
power.
close.
I think that was actually a slight mistake on my side. Hogged them in and pulled them into
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
them away from Gyro. Might have been enough to like mini stun them. Really close call.
Nonetheless, you're still in the situation where they're going in. They have not yet taken the Roshan, so it's available, and Execration still looking like they want to get aggressive. QEON 5 is up for Gabby. They've got A back up again as well. If they lose DJ here, the catastrophe. He does not have the buyback. Jump in, RP, skewer as well, onto 2. A blast, no, it's not quite on point. They end up being able to almost pull down Black, but they got the BKBs off onto 2 as well. Remix isn't going to drop. They aren't going to be able to kill him off. Nando goes down as well. The freezy field is doing so much damage. Nuts, the chase. Nando may be in trouble as well. Excuse me, Gabby. But he's just going to be able to get out of that one. 4 are dead, and they threw it all away.
That was like
Of invisibility.
that was the dream RP, but they did not communicate to Zero. That Ice Blast was missed.
It's
everything.
It's so chaotic, but yeah, it hurts.
And the worst part is that DJ, he committed the refresh, tried to RP them in the correct location.
Right.
Still missed.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Well, certainly going to be hurting after that one. It was the moment, but
Have another flying out. I believe this should go to. I think you actually give it to Gyro. I don't think because CM does not have it. For the level.
level 17 Vegas will have that. Now to hand it over to Black. Got it now. So extra tank ability.
Side gunner.
Side gunner there. They need some type of cosmetic to pop up on it. That'd be great.
So too.
But regardless, a very rough go right now for Execration. It's not over. It's not completely over. But that one hurt.
You can still do this. Anything can happen. Double RP.
Do you think that the AA should go back for a refresher at this point, just so he has 2 shots at it? It's like, it's really important he gets that A blast on him. Like, Ice Blast has to fall on the Alchemist.
That's kind of a tough call. I don't know. I think Sheep is probably not the best item at this point, simply because it's so delayed. Why does have that Lotus Arc now? I wonder if Octarine.
Get a little bit of that shorter cooldown for it. Anywhere close to more than 25s yet. Clockwork has his battery assault
battery
duration.
assault?
That's great.
I think he uptimed it 100%. It's 100%.
3 seconds, 5 seconds, yeah. Always battery
Always
assault.
battery assault. He needs mono regen though.
See, that would get annoying to me. You just like, you keep on hearing the clink, clink, clink.
No man, it's a lot of chocolate. I enjoy it a lot.
The thing that's nuts about this game to me is that I don't think Faceless can ever feel safe. They could just lose the game off of 2 bad team fights at any point from now on.
Pack is now 6 slotted and has a side gunner. Has 400 damage a hit, has Bloodlust.
Gabby is making the correct move here, realizing that more people cut the creep wave now. They don't really have a great way to deal with it. Dodge away pretty effectively from the hook shot as well.
Or they're not even trying.
I like that ward though.
TP's down here, zaps X block.
There's not even a creep wave for him to hit. He just literally did it to zap him.
He's about spending a mess.
Not afraid to Dagon, you fool.
Never refuse good given.
Where is the next item for him? He doesn't even know. He keeps on switching around his quick buy here. It's up to BKB now. A late game BKB does sound really good, and it's one of those refresher items as well, or rather, stash items.
He's trying to support items right now. He's trying to get everyone off to catch up. Or Rubik out from that look.
Here's my pension.
Aghanims wouldn't be terrible this game for him, although it looks like the Yule Scepter is probably the safer option. Oak now. They could win a team fight inside the Dyer's base. You can see him hanging out all the way back by the tier 4s. DJ does not feel safe here.
Oh, Nando's gonna get hooked here.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
Have the Aegis on Clockwork. Could be worth it. They drop down and take out that ward.
Radiant's
Decision.
top
The whole
tower
time Gabby
under
is split
attack.
pushing though. Is down here at the tier 2 tower and should be able to take it out. So the lineup is
I guess
fairly
Radiant
immobile.
fortified their
Basically,
structures.
causes some issues.
Radiant's top tower has
I'm
looked
actually
better.
wondering at this point, you're ready to cut, like, this is so
Radiant's
late
top
into the
tower
game.
deserves just as much help
Would
as
it be worth
bottom.
Emperor going
Radiant's
for
top tower has
invisible dance?
fallen.
That's kind of what I was wondering as well.
I think it's actually...
Honestly,
have the build for it.
yeah.
The Magnus.
Honestly, if you want to, you could go back for like before that if you wanted. Like, see the worst thing before. Grab the lane further in that way.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, he bought the BKB first.
Because I guess that's the other thing. They haven't really invested that much into armor. They've got some. Alchemist is sitting on, what is it, 10 right now? Because he just got rid of his Shivas, and he's going to the Sheeps. So he actually only has 11 armor. Invis, bro. Lane. Clockwork. Or an opening.
Can't go on. River is using there.
The Lakeland Cheap Stick not able to find Messes yet, but they can't get in the range in a second. Pistol Blade is there as well, trying to walk out, but he is going to be able to escape.
Damage.
Ice Ice, nuts. Oh, almost 4 HP. What? Oh, baby. Right. Well, that was very close.
Made him feel safe with her entire team around her.
I mean, 57 minutes into this, it's feeling like Execration are starting to get the avenue for a comeback.
That's from a long time ago.
Yeah.
They have been in a position where they can definitely take point. Like, I don't think it really matters how the game progresses at this point. All it takes is one team play.
Right.
Anyone can win this game.
Incoming!
So weird, like you see these late game items and everything that they're picking up. Obviously you have a higher ceiling eventually with Faceless if everybody gets farmed, but because the Alchemist has to keep the lanes pressured out, it also means that these supports don't get farm outside of that which the Alchemist gives them. So like CM is not really able to farm all that much around the map, nor is the Ogre really. They're kind of left with whatever the Alchemist doesn't take, which isn't much. No, totally.
Everyone,
But it also means that, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking how much of a difference it would mean BKB for CS over the next couple minutes. Having to go back to the blink here. You compare that to what the AA's been able to do with Midas, has now finished off a sheep stick. So.
once he finishes the blink, a time for Jab to give him his. We said that they do have, more potential for growth, but I feel like when you're this far into the game, Ultimate starts to feel like it's not as useful. You should actually feel a little bit better at Ice Blast is insanely powerful.
Going to be going back for a Lotus Orb now with all the sheep sticks online. He knows that he needs to get something else to help out his cores outside of just the Glimmer Cape, especially since there is so much vision around nowadays. Another Aghanims, I guess this one for the CM. Yeah, Help for something for the stats. For the rapier time. Do you think that happens for Gyro?
I don't think it actually.
Really?
For some time. I think it comes. He still needs to buy recharge, save for buyback. I think he actually does enough damage. But Consor's like gonna say, you know, he's gonna commit to a Dagon 5. But,
Alright. Do you think that the physical damage build might have been an option though for him in this game?
I think it. Full magic burst commitment, which is perfectly fine also in my opinion.
Like, do they have what's the sort of magic resistance on this team? To me, I don't think that they all they have is Limit Case. They have both the pipeline, but I guess not really a great hero to build it, but
what it really comes down to is, you know, how to connect that Ice Blast. Whoever his Ice Blast is, if it gets crumpled up by the Ember Spray, it's just TNT dead. I don't think it really matters who it is, even if it's Alchemist, even if it's Gyrocopter, who are not EK because you have Ice Blast on you. Ember Spray is going to kill them.
well, will it all come down to this? They have vision up on the high ground of all of Execration. Maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get one of these big cases. Yeah, they front and center, they get the chains onto XY, jump out again.
He's just jumping into that.
I mean, he doesn't even have the equal yet. Alright, up on Nando. Does the force. Could chase if they wanted, but not going for it. That is going to be also a dead Alchemist. They're on top of him. Gabby maybe in some trouble. The Abyssal Blade's there. Able to run it away. Orb, they are on top of 4 now. Ice, Ice, Ice. She sticks one way and the other. Nando still maybe in a little bit of trouble. They get the lift up, trying to push him away. Ice, Ice is still on top of it, but he's already been brought down now. The A Blast able to kill him off, trying to chase a bit further. This is going to be Rubik dropping low, but not dead as of yet, so they lose Ice, 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 but weren't able to really get anything for it.
Yep, and Execration still holding on to 2 arms.
This will come in handy.
This is looking. I think this late game actually favors quite heavily.
And I feel like a lot of it comes down to that Midas pickup for Ancient Apparition, because he's been able to pick up all these other items.
Of regeneration.
Although it is low food.
Well, in the meantime, 8,000 gold on Black, has the Bloodstorm queued up. We'll see if that's what he decides to go for. Nando is 3-shotting his Alchemist with MKB and everything else online for him. To think about going in on this, but Nando does not feel afraid.
With how much damage he does.
That is so absurd. And CM is like over here to the side. Can't really do anything to stop this. They're looking to take the tier 2 tower. They're not going to be denied.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
No big deal. On his.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't want to give up cheese
Can they get it in time though? They're moving in. They want to take it. They will all be moved up.
Ice will be back in 1 second.
Moving in. Yeah, and it looks like Nando, he realizes what's going to come their way. They're not going to end up sticking around. They at least force a rotation. Awkward hanging out on the side. CM still hasn't gotten her Agnes Scepter yet. Another one shooting forward.
Or E-Blade combo comes out now.
Him down to about half HP there.
That was only because it would have done even more. But, why a little bit more.
We'll take that.
Towards the mid. Oh, they have a creep wave down bottom. Okay, this is pretty big. They are going to try and move up towards high ground and expecting some type of play, I guess.
Mystic is going to be big.
All right, they're on top of it. Black, there's the lift, there's the catch. They're on top of him with the ice. Jump in. Is it going to be able to be enough to turn the tides of this? Already, the gyrocopter's gone. Nando tries to pull out the ulti, wasn't able to get it as of yet. Gabby keeping that separation. You have another jump in right now, and RP available from DJ, but the rest of Faceless is already gone. Another great find, and Black gets caught out.
Doesn't matter how farmed you are right now, there's still so much. You can itemize however you want. You are not going to survive if you will.
All right, but we have to keep our eyes on this as well. Tier 4s are being hit right now, and there is more than enough gold to go for a rapier, go for a backdoor play, and try and take down the throne. Like all of these heroes,
I don't think it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna come to that. I don't think Execration will let that happen. Because they only ended up they only have one lane of Raxus down. So I don't think they'll actually point where map control would go bad.
And again, keep in mind, this is Execration, who is not completely eliminated from these qualifiers. If they win this game, they are going to move to 3 and 4, and 4 losses is kind of that middle ground where if everything else plays out the way that we've been expecting it, and we see Execration still manage to take games off of Geek Fam as well as the open qualifier teams, they will end up in a tiebreaker scenario with several other teams across the board, which would mean we'd have to go to a couple of tiebreakers. So, fighting for their life, they're not out of it yet.
Magnus, I don't. This is like the hardest time to itemize.
Yeah.
When you're 7 minutes into the game, you have so much money, you need buybacks. What do you buy?
I mean, it's all, the utility is so much value, but you're running out of item slots as well.
He still needs a monopole though, so I think he should either maybe upgrade
I mean, the big things here, RPs to watch. What else do we need to keep our eyes out for? Is there anything in particular that, like Sheep Sticks and Lotus Orbs coming out into play?
It really just all comes down to, it doesn't matter if it's RP or not, it just needs something that can hold. I don't even think Alchemist is a threat at this point anymore. You need to kill this gyro.
Okay.
So as long as all matches the gyro, I think they have a very good chance.
They have a homing missile on Nando. Bottom lane was pushing in by Gabby just a little bit earlier, and now trying to kill off the homing missile. It doesn't connect. They get the chains, XY, dropped low. Got half HP from that. Shrines are still here as well. It's scary movement in to try and take this fight, but they do have Force Staff as well as Blink from Mag to make this work. The TP goes back again. Gabby needed to keep this lane pushed out. He has a Remnant to get in here as well. Shadow Blade from DJ. Is in the midst of the Radiance there. He might need to pop his BKB to be able to get into range to go for it. Nando in trouble. That's Aegis already down. They missed the hook shot though, so Harding is able to find it. They need to go in here and save him. Nando taking so much damage and he's going to fall. They pop the BKB and decide to run. A very tough go. They're trying to TP into Shrines. Ice wants to find somebody. Who's he going to get? And maybe, possibly, he ends up finding Mag. DJ somehow, some way. There was there any vision?
There's a ward, yes.
Are you sure? Okay, over here, yeah. He spotted moving up. Well, in the meantime, Gabby trying to bring down Black, goes in for the Remnant. Oh, BKB comes off in time. And immediately Satanic back up control.
See how fast he is.
Yeah.
Now, what else?
The hook, what a player.
But, you know, honestly, I don't think there's really enough. Get a kill on him. Magnus has minus respawn timer. 25 talent. And it's still very much even.
There's buybacks across the board.
Oh, actually, no, I lied. It does amount to something. Yeah, they can force out buybacks.
If they can take down the Shadow Fiend's buyback, it'd certainly be worth it.
Shadow Fiend's buyback. Magnus will be up, though. You know the scary thing is that they might not actually have to make Shadow Fiend buyback because the Magnus is so low, but the rest of it should be enough to win it.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
If you get a good argument.
Oh my god, Black barely getting that Glimmer Cape off. They're actually going to push forward. XY in trouble is ended up getting force-staffed himself forward by virtue of that Lotus Orb, and now that's going to be a dead CM. They take the tier 3 tower, but cannot take the racks. Did they get the buyback of the Shadow Fiend?
No one has to buy that.
No.
I think as long as Magnus is up, after
Each of these SCA games, it's 70 minutes for this one. We had like 2 other 70 or 60 minute games that happened a little bit earlier. They don't want to stay on schedule in this region.
oh boy.
11,000 net worth on, or excuse me, gold in the gyrocopter's coffers right now.
I'm gonna give this. I'm surprised he's not buying this though.
Yeah, what the hell? I mean, there's no way. I guess he wants to save for one big thing, maybe? Oh, God. Oh, okay. I just want to punch creep. Shadow Fiend is certainly bought a move shard for himself.
Babs is starting to transition. He sold the, no, he didn't sell it. He just moved away his Radiant, you know. Now holding on to Ace without his Radiant.
Here's the top lane. Execration continuing to try and keep these creep waves pushed. Still very much anybody's game. Almost to the point for me, like where the growth certainly matters, but way more important than any of that is the vision that you have, the movement around the map. Like,
If you're this late into the game, it all comes down to buyback. Right? That's really what it comes down to.
because even if you do end up like getting the Aegis, if you die in a bad position, you're gonna die twice.
Right.
We do have the Bloodthorn picked up for the Clockwork. Super late game. He boots level 2. Pressuring in. I mean, they're in there.
Yeah, this mid lane.
They actually might end up just being able to go for this. They're thinking about it.
One is coming back.
Are they going to make this move? I mean, they don't have vision. They don't know where they're at. There's
Someone
a
better
Dire
help
scan,
Dire's
so now
middle
Dire
tower.
realize where all of Faceless is. And they find that they're looking for XY on the high ground. Nando walks into him. There's the initiation. Stunned up there as well. RP, it's only onto XY though. Not nearly enough, and they haven't been able to control Black. But now they got Death and Black. Nando on top of him, but the BKBs have already come off. They already have used the Ice Blast. They don't have it. Nando's gonna go down. They have buybacks on these heroes. But they got the BKBs off. He couldn't find it. Gabby trying to get something, but there's the Sheep Stick, and Ember is brought low as well.
Oh my goodness.
What?
That was such a big mistake. Cannot ice block like that.
Dire's
It is
top barracks
so
is
important that
banged up.
you take that.
Rekindled and made
And that was
ready.
2 RPs committed and no one was Yeah. I'm starting to agree with you. I think that gives you more room for error.
Certainly what you need in this instance. Yeah. You end up going for the 3 charges and evaporation of the full speed. I don't think it's going to be enough to sort of solve the problems that are inherent to the draft. They're going to end up losing both sets of top barracks here. Black taking a good bit of damage as a top 6 BKB. The question is, will they be able to find anything else off the back of this? They're saving the Shadow Fiend's buyback. What a disaster there.
Bottom lane. Abby's gonna get caught out again.
What? Oh, all of the disabled.
Goodness, that's no buyback.
That's
Is
2
that
minutes.
how it
That,
ends?
are you kidding me?
This
Literally
awkward
just
build.
a hook shot in.
Well, it's because he has Bloodthorn and Abyssal Blade. Even if he has BKB, oh, and the bigger mistake. Right now without it. That's, they're definitely gonna die.
Oh, wow. all it takes in these types of games, as you mentioned over and over again, is one
buyback.
mistake. They can still win a team fight with RPs here. And you have one. You only get one shot. It's your Eminem moment, DJ. Make it work.
He still has buyback, so and if this one RP dies, he can buy back. There's a chance that his refresher will be up for second one.
If you rebuy refresher, does it give you a new one? Oh, Ice, he's in. On top of
Part
Nando.
of the ancient operation is reach out to the guys here.
Looking for it, trying to find it. They can hold with Mega Creep too. I mean, they might end up getting Mega Creep here, but I think they can still hold on without it. DJ looking for that opening. XY is there. They're on the AA. They need to find this. DJ, he's silenced up. He possibly can. He turns the fight. Skewer forward. He catches two, but it's not going to be enough. A blast. It does connect, but there is no follow, and it did not hit the Alchemist. They're buying back on everybody, but it might just be about it as they have been able to finish this one off. AA gone. They're buying Necrobook. They just want to stop this from happening, but Tier 4s are down. Faceless end up taking it in the thriller 76 minutes in. Push? Oh, they wanted to combo. It's not there, though.
I mean,
Execration. They put up a hell of a fight.
they really did. I mean,